Anyway, Noah.
If you give me all the knowledge, I'll...
Right, Noah, but what I'm saying to you, right, I'm saying to all Christians like you, right, is there is a naivety amongst you to think that people like that can be reached. You're naive. You truly are naive. There are sincere people, like this guy, right? There are sincere Muslims in the park that you can talk to. He's not one of them. All you're doing, you're exactly the kind of person that he's looking for, someone who doesn't know all the arguments. Someone who doesn't know his script.
Yeah, but if he just rants at me, I'm not going to take anything.
Right, but then what they do is they
works with you when he talks to you because he gets views out of it.
Yeah, but then you're wrong. You're wrong. He then produces a video that says something like, it'll be entitled like Christian silenced by the dower. You know, you'll have some kind of title like that. And then, it is clickbait. And what it's doing is it creates a narrative that other people are watching who are maybe less firm in their faith than you, who are then led towards Islam. So my point to you is that you're not helping them.
I was just talking to a guy who's been coming earlier today. Who's been coming to this conference.
Yeah.
We're talking about the miracle of Lansing.
Yeah.
Going spiritual experiences. About the miracle of life. The Our Lady of Zaita.
Yeah.
He's taking all of it in.
Yeah.
He's talking about Sufi Islam.
Yeah.
He's taking all of it in.
Yeah.
He's now going to go off and look into this.
Yeah, which is great. I'm not saying there aren't sincere Muslims in the
reason
park.
why he did that is because he was commenting on my demeanour in other videos.
Yeah, but my point is that I'm not denying that there aren't sincere Muslims in the park. Of course there are. He's not one of them.
Of Christians either, mate.
Right? He's not one of them. Neither is this guy. This troll here. Like he's not one of them either. My point to you is, like, you got to box smart when you come to this park, right? And you should listen to people who've been doing this for a number of years. I come to this park every single Sunday and have done for 5 years solid. All right, so I'm not speaking out of naivety. I'm not speaking out of inexperience. I'm simply trying to help a brother when they're dealing with someone who is, essentially in an environment that he's used to working, and he's used to making these kinds of arguments.
You as well.
Yeah,
Well
and like this troll, like whenever I debate him, he always runs. Because the reality is that
That's your claim.
the reality is that this is a real battleground. It's not a playground. It's not a place for entertainment, and people are losing their souls here.
I'm trying to take a different approach.
Right, and what I'm saying, I mean, let's talk more when we go for a drink, right? But my point to you is, hang with the Christians who are experienced in this park for a bit before you take a different approach and learn a bit from us first. And that's my message to any Christian who comes down to this park. Yeah?
Scared.
Right, like this guy is scared.
I agree with that, but I know a lot of I've spoken to a lot of really knowledgeable Christians in this park who've been studying art, where they never talk to any Muslims because they don't want to get embarrassed. They don't want to.
Right, but my point to you is then they're not the Christians to be talking to, are they? Because we talk to Muslims all the time. Every week I talk to Muslims. Every single week. I've talked to a whole bunch today.
But like what I saw earlier was a bunch of gotchas, and I don't agree with that because gotchas don't mean anything.
I appreciate that those gotchas don't mean anything to you, but what you've got to understand is how they're used in the camera. And the thousands that watch it on camera, not everyone is as firm in their faith as you are. And so you've got to be wise about not leading your brother to stumble in his faith, the weaker brother. Do you see what I'm saying? You've got to be, because remember, that's on your soul. And the point is, granted, God is not going to hold you responsible for things that you're not aware of. But I'm trying to.
But I am aware of it, and I'm weighing up the pros and cons because on the other end, they're filming me having conversations with people, and that's showing a difference to Muslims who are weaker in faith. I've never seen a Christian be polite and try and live the.
I mean, no offense, bro. No offense, bro. And this is the kind of manipulation. This is the kind. Do you see how he's using you right now? Do you see how he's using you right now? His comment. Because you made a comment. They've never seen a Christian be polite. Of course they have. Lots of Christians have been polite in this park, right? But when you're confronted with ignoramuses like this, who are rude and behaving in this manner, right?
I understand those comments are deflections.
Yeah,
I do understand.
Right, but my point to you is what you said. It would be used by Muslims. Oh, I'm the only polite Christian that a Muslim has ever seen. No, you're not.
Are you
Like, how
polite?
naive of you to think that there aren't other polite Christians in this park.
Are you a Christian when you talk to Muslims?
But that is what you said, bro, and this is my point, is that you're making comments
I mean
speaking
out of
his
naivety.
mind.
I mean that there's
And
a
you
lot
are
of polite Christians who are
selectively
knowledgeable,
messing
who
around
won't
and create hatred
talk.
amongst people.
Yes, but these are not. The thing is, there are lots of polite Christians who will engage in polite conversation with Muslims, and in lots of cases, that's often then trolled by people like him, who behave in this kind of way.
Look,
do you know what I'm saying? Because here we are trying to have a conversation and look at his behaviour.
Your experience.
Do you see what I'm saying? And what they do is they try to manipulate you by applauding you when you say something they like, and then what they try to do is they try to then set people that say the things that they like as these are the true Christians, and that's the naivety coming out.
Look,
that you don't
Jesus
understand the
behaving your
politics
way.
of the way
Look,
that this is being
for me,
done.
it's visible. He's
Yeah?
closer to Christ than you.
Do you see
in
what
your
I'm saying?
actions.
Do you see how literally you're seeing an example of what I'm talking about
it's
right
so visible.
now?
It's so visible. How
Right?
aggressive you are.
Do you see it?
Oh,
And
how
so my
much you
point is,
insult.
that's what you're doing with Hamza. That's what you're doing with Hamza. And my point to you is Christians who come to the park full of sincere zeal, but they also come with a lot of naivety and they don't understand how the park
You're
works.
right. I came here thinking that I'd haven't been knowledgeable enough that I could have some sort of influence, which is prideful in itself. I'm thinking that I can have some sort of influence purely by myself.
Yeah.
We don't evangelize people, God evangelizes people.
Yeah.
He works through us. And someone might hear something today and might go off 5 years from now, think back on it.
You know the good news, brother, is that I get messages from people who are becoming Christians all the time through the work that I'm doing, including Muslims. There are Muslims that have become Christian this month and have reached out to me to say that they've become Christian.
I guess what I'm saying is I'm not...
So our kind of evangelism is working, and that's why I am saying, if you want to come to this park, please do, but let us help you to do effective evangelism. So my point is, before you go and take on the people who've got like 10 years of experience of debating Christians...
To be honest, I came here not knowing who's knowledgeable and who's not.
Yeah.
My angle was, I want to try first, learn later.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going off. I'm hearing what the arguments are. I'm going off and learning about them.
Yeah. But why not learn with more experienced Christians?
Liars.
Yeah. Now, there you go. You've seen a perfect example of the kind of behaviour we have to put up with. This trolling, trashy kind of liars. Shooting comments. Despite the fact.
Dead to lie in people's
There was a
faces.
Christian woman assaulting him, pushing up against him, pushing him, when he was just having a peaceful conversation with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And the point is, I mean, I don't know what happened in that situation. I don't know if she was pushed herself or.
I'm saying that's a lot more common with Muslims. Muslims are doing that way more than Christians are doing it. But those Christians that are doing it, and that's on camera, getting a really bad picture.
Right, but again, that's naivety, because the reality is that Christians need to be You know how many Christians have been assaulted in this park by Muslims?
That's
like
wrong.
punched,
That's
stabbed.
wrong. That's wrong.
Had the Quran stolen from them,
That's
and the
wrong as
Muslims
well.
are all cheering it.
This is a lie.
Including him, all cheering
this is the
it,
biggest lie.
crying out Allahu
This
Akbar,
is the
saying
biggest
it's
lie.
great. When
lie.
Hatun Tash had her Quran stole,
Look.
Muslims were saying it was justified. Yeah, right. When I'm not going to shake your hand, because you're rude. You're rude.
No,
I'm
forgive
honest.
and forget.
I'm honest.
You are lying.
Peace
I'm
in the
honest.
Middle East.
When you apologise, I'll forgive you.
Apologise for what?
There you go, exactly.
What did
So,
I
for
do
instance,
wrong?
he, for example, physically assaulted me in this park.
Physically?
Pushed me in this park.
What? No.
Your naivety of focusing on this odd Christian is going to be the thing that Muslims zoom in on
Are you a
their
Muslim?
film,
No, he's a,
right?
he's a
Yeah, but
Christian.
So you've
I like that they don't know the difference.
I don't mind because
right.
I'm
But the point is, bro, this is what I'm saying. You're making statements from your mouth that end up being used as propaganda by the Muslims.
So what I'm trying to say
Because
before
you
is
don't understand the politics.
I am looking to talk, learn. Yes. I'm looking to talk to, fine. Looking to talk to the Muslims, the 1% of Muslims. One day he'll be my brother. Knowledge.
Right. And what I'm saying to you,
Trying to pull their roots.
okay, I'm gonna end with this appeal again. Come and hang out with the Christians who do this week in and week out. Please. As much for your own soul and to help protect you as everyone else. Because we have too many naive Christians come here, lone rangers, think they're going to do something amazing, right? And trust me, I've seen it all, right? Lots of them don't achieve anything and then just disappear. And some of them, the really poor ones, they end up losing their soul in this park. That's my final warning to you, and I'm offering it to you to try and encourage you to come to the Christians who do this a lot and let us teach you. Brothers like Paperboy, brothers like Chris, brothers like me, right? And learn from us and get involved in what we're doing. Now we're going to go and get something to eat. You're more than welcome to join us. Yeah?
Can I take a picture with you, Ron?
Yes, of course, bro.
I'm such a big fan. I'm glad to see you today, honestly. Happy Friday. Thank you so much. You're the best. It's great meeting you, man. I love what you do on YouTube. Keep it up. You're doing the best, honestly.
Thanks be to
God bless you, right?
Thanks be to
Never
God.
safe.
And be encouraged because people are becoming Christians. They really are.
And it's good, honestly. It's good.
They really are.